Right, good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, first of all, and welcome to the demo of Airport Hero HANEDA. I am an air traffic controller. Now, this is only a demo, but this has fallen back on my radar after this demo originally released. And I spotted it on the store and I downloaded it, and I had to go at I think the first stage, and I instantly dismissed it as like, oh no, that's not for me. But for some reason, and I can't give you a singular answer as to why, the game has fallen back on my radar again. I can't think if I saw something on social media or whether I saw something on YouTube, and I had a look and I was like, hang on, there might be more to this than meets the eye. So I've downloaded the demo to give it another shot, and I've been playing it over the last couple of days. And I think, to be truthful with you, I'm going to pick this game up, the full version, because it's on sale at the moment until the 22nd of May. So I'm going to pick up some PlayStation credit from work, because I get discount on it, and I'm going to pick up the full game. Now, I'm going to jump straight in, and I'm just going to show you the game. Exactly how the game, how the game plays, and talk you through it as I go. So let me just... I quite like the background music, to be fair. It's quite calming, but it feels overpowered in my headset. So for the sake of this video, I'm going to I'll drop it down to 60. And then we'll leave everything else on. There is, to be fair, looking at the options, there isn't much else to worry about. On the game, you've got display ATC history, bonus challenge settings on, ATC language, and language is English for me. Sound, you've got background music, sound effects, ATC, environment sound, and then a balance check. Then you've got a viewpoint, so you can change the sensitivities of the cameras. But you can alter them when you're playing the game anyway. Then you've got tips. Let's find a spot to take photos. The R2 button allows you to switch viewpoints. There is a viewpoint of the control tower, the terminal observation deck, and even a viewpoint near the runway. Enjoy the view from special locations that cannot enter in real life. Enjoy scenery mode and photo mode. If you press the touchpad button, you'll be able to see the aircraft and the airport as you see fit. If you find a scene you like, don't forget to share it with your friends, and so on. So let's not... I mean, you've got a glossary in here, so you know what things mean. ATC stands for air traffic control. There is radio communication used between the air traffic controller on the ground and the pilot of the aircraft. This communication itself is also called ATC. Then you've got the strip. The official name is Flight Progress Strip. The strip contains information such as destinations and routes of each aircraft controlled. The air traffic controller relies on the strip to keep track of the aircraft and give instructions. So we'll jump straight in, and you'll get the idea of how this works. So operations. Now I've done stage 1, 2, and I've done stage 3, and in stage 3 so far I've only achieved 2 stars out of 3. On stage 1 I've got 3 stars, so ranking S, and in stage 2 I've got 3 stars, ranked S. Now I believe in total in the game there's 16 stages, but as you progress, and as I've already seen, because I've had a go at stage 3, things get a little bit more complicated as you go. And there's always bonus challenges as well. So first day, let's learn how to take off. First time as an air traffic controller at HANEDA Airport, let's learn the procedures for takeoff. The bonus challenge is to take off one aircraft from runway 16 left. So let's jump straight in, and you'll see how this thing plays out and how things unfold. So press X when you're ready to start. Now let's start the training for the departing flight. Once you learn the procedures, you'll be able to control the aircraft as you wish. You can check the operation menu on the pause menu. Game objective. You can earn points by giving instructions to the aircrafts. At the end of your assigned time, you have earned more points than the minimum required. You will clear the stage. The main air traffic control flow for the departures from HANEDA airport is runway selection, taxiing approval, takeoff approval. Let's actually experience it step by step. During the training, the screen will automatically fast forward according to the scene. And I can skip the tutorial, which I'm not going to do for the sake of this video. When the departure time of your flight is approaching, a strip with the flight information for the aircraft will be in the departure list. Strips are used to check the status and give instructions to the aircraft. The communication between air traffic controllers and pilots is called ATC and is carried out via radio. The first communication with departing flights begins with a mutual confirmation of the flight plan to the destination airport. A command is displayed to give instructions to the aircraft. An exclamation icon appears on the strip while the command is displayed. In the small frame below the icon, the amount of time the aircraft has been left unattended is indicated by a gauge. Each time the gauge reaches the right end, the colour of the icon changes in 4 stages, so blue, orange, red, and then let's call it deep red. The more you make the aircraft wait, the fewer points you will get, so be careful. Note that the green exclamation mark will be displayed when you cannot earn points, but I can still give instructions as necessary. You can also use the right stick, triangle and square to control the camera's viewpoint and zoom. Air traffic control is divided into 5 sections and departure begin with delivery. Now approve the flight plan by selecting departure approval. So bottom right, left hand side, departure approval, go.
Nippon Air 3428, Tokyo delivery, clears to Naha Airport, via Bravo's 2, departure, right ground route, maintain flight level 200, squawk 2502, read well.
Rules of ATC, air traffic control. Selecting a command initiates communication, in brackets conversation between the air traffic controller and the pilot. Each air traffic controller is responsible for a section. When that section is in communication with an aircraft, it cannot give instructions to other aircraft until the communication is over. Therefore, consider the timing and sequence of the command selection and give instructions to the aircrafts, taking into account the waiting time for the communications.
Air 3428, readback is correct. Contact ground. Well ready for pushback.
Roger, contact ground. Well ready for pushback. Nippon Air 3428. Tokyo ground. Nippon Air 3428. Request pushback.
Once the departure approval is complete, the aircraft moves to ground control, which is in charge of the aircrafts on the ground within the airport. Ground control will give you the runway for the aircraft to take off from and the taxi route to take you to that runway. Select 16 left and taxi route A. So 16 left and taxi route A.
Nippon Air 3428, Tokyo ground. Pushback approved. Heading north. Runway 16 left.
Pushback approved. Runway 16 left. Nippon Air 3428.
Since the aircraft cannot move backwards, it is pushed back by a touring car. So I've got full control of the camera here. I can spin the camera around. Square button will zoom out. So green line, you can see that's the route it's going to take to the runway. Triangle zooms back in. Now this will speed up in a minute for the sake of this tutorial. In stage 3, when I attempted stage 3, which gets a bit more complicated because I'm juggling and controlling 5 aircraft, 3 that are taking off and 2 that are landing. These sections where the aircraft taxis to the runway don't speed up. It's all done in real time. So I have to wait. And I'm only controlling one aircraft here. The only sole objective here is to get this aircraft to the runway and take off, and that's job done. In stage 3 that I've attempted, where I have got those 5 aircraft, it gets a little bit more complicated because you have to be wary of where you're assigning the aircraft to taxi to, which runway, and make sure that they aren't going to collide with any of the aircraft that are incoming on approach to land. The departing flight has been pushed back and has left the spot, which is the parking area. Give the taxiing instructions to move the aircraft to the runway. So taxiing approval. All this is being done on with the D-pad, by the way, and the next button to select.
Nippon Air 3428, taxi to runway 16 left.
Taxi to runway 16 left, Nippon Air 3428.
So this will start edging forward. There you go, edging forward, and in a second or so, or a few seconds, it will speed up. There you go. Doesn't do this, like I say, in stage 3. Just doing this for the sake of this being the first stage and a tutorial. On the way to takeoff runway, it is necessary to pass communication from ground control to tower control, which is in charge of takeoffs and landings in the airspace around the airport and on the runway. This handover of control is called handoff in aviation terminology. By giving instructions about handing off control in this manner, aircraft can move through the airport without getting lost. Hand over the control by selecting Tower Handoff.
Nippon Air 3428, contact tower 118.7.
Contact tower 118.7, Nippon Air 3428. Tokyo Tower,
So,
Nippon Air 3428.
bottom left now, you'll see that it's switched over from ground control to tower. So I'm communicating with the tower. Aircraft may not enter the runway without the air traffic controller instructions. After observing the condition of other aircraft, the aircraft may be allowed to enter the runway. If it looks like you can safely take off, you may select takeoff approval. Finally, it's time to take off. So select takeoff approval.
Nippon Air 3428, wind 040 at 3, runway 16 left, cleared for takeoff.
Wind 0403, runway 16 left, cleared for takeoff. Nippon Air 3428.
There you go. By completing bonus challenges, you can earn more points as a challenge bonus. When aiming for a higher rank, try to achieve the bonus challenge. So you'll see the scoreboard top of the screen there, and those points build up as you complete each stage A short time after the aircraft takes off, it is handed off to departure control, which monitors the air route to the destination. Even if you do not instruct departure handoff, the aircraft will automatically hand off after a while, but you can still earn points by giving it the instruction. So, departure handoff.
Nippon Air 3428. Contact Tokyo departure 120.7.
Contact Tokyo departure. Nippon Air 3428. Good day.
Good day.
Departing flights that are moving away from the airport and into the distance will have more handoffs after this. Now we'll have more. I would have thought they'd have any more handoffs, but if you get to give an ATC instruction, the instruction will automatically be selected and you will not receive any points. After this, you can actually try to control a departing flight by yourself. So we'll exit the stage because I've done it. I've completed it. I've got the top rank. I've got 3 stars. So we'll finish. So there's quite a lot going on. It's quite deep, but at the same time, because of the music and because of the way the game's styled, it almost feels like it would be a miss in an arcade machine, or in a Yakuza mini game. Even as goes as far as saying it wouldn't. It's the kind of thing you could probably get in a Yakuza, or something that was thought up as a Yakuza mini game that then becomes its whole separate thing. If you're with me, in terms of the mood and the way the game feels, I'm not sure if I'm making a lot of sense by saying that, but I know what I mean by it, and it's because of the way the game's designed with the jolly music and the arcadey feel to it. So I've got 3 stars, S rank. So, stage 2 is let's learn how to land. And the bonus there is park JSL 163 at spot 17. Let's go. While pressing the L2 button, you can erase the game information, allowing you to see the beautiful aircraft and scenery. So this is the plane that's coming in. Let's start the training for arriving flights. Once you have learned the control procedures, you'll be able to control the aircraft as you wish. The main control procedure for arriving flights at Haneda Airport is runway selection, landing approval, and then spot designation. You can see the controls, but we're going to for the sake of this video again. So this is the flight that's incoming. So arriving flight strips appear in the arrival list. So left hand side of the screen, you've got departures, you've got arrivals.
Japan Sky 1623 leaving 12002 10000 with information Foxtrot.
The first instruction to arriving flights is the designation of the runway on which the aircraft will land by approach control. Selecting a runway automatically determines the airway as well. For this case, select runway 34 left and wait for the aircraft to approach the airport. So that now gives you a bird's eye view of the airport, and you can see which runways you're picking. So if you are juggling multiple aircraft here, and you know where you've assigned the aircraft to land, you know which runways to avoid collisions. Or to assign to avoid collisions with aircraft that you've already assigned to maybe another runway. So 34 left.
Japan Sky 1623 Tokyo approach. Runway 34 left. Heading 300 Victor to final approach course. Descent and maintain 10,000.
Roger. Runway 34 left heading 300 descend and maintain 10,000. Japan Sky 1623.
In this game, the approach speed depends on the type of aircraft. If a faster aircraft comes from behind on the way to the airport, the aircraft may have a near miss or abnormal approach with each other. If a near miss occurs, the game is over. Near misses can be avoided by giving appropriate instructions to the aircraft. Use the divert course command to take advantage of a parallel courses, or use the speed adjust commands to adjust the speed of the aircraft to keep your distance. It is important to keep a close eye on the radar, which is R1. So speeding up again to get me into the airport quicker. So you can see top right hand side, you can see it coming in, and it's quite a way off still. We're now approaching the airport. Arriving flights will then unlock from approach control to tower control, which is responsible for takeoffs and landings in the airspace around the airport and on the runways. Select a tower handoff.
Japan Sky 1623 cleared for ILS Yankee runway 34 left approach contact tower 118.7.
Cleared for ILS Yankee runway 34 left approach contact tower 118.7 Japan Sky 1623. Tokyo Tower Japan Sky 1623 approaching final.
We are now close, so close we can see the runway. This is a sign for tower control to decide whether or not to give the permission to land to the arriving flight. If you forget to instruct landing approval or go around, the arriving flight will move away from the airport and start over from approach control. In this case, there are no other aircrafts in the area, so you are safe. Select landing approval.
Japan Sky 1623 Tokyo Tower wind 030 at 4 cleared to land runway 34 left.
Cleared to land runway 34 left Japan Sky 1623.
There's the landing gear. You want to leave the aircraft safely, however, if you stay on the runway forever, other aircraft cannot take off or land. You must designate an exit of the runway and instruct the aircraft to leave the runway as soon as possible. When an exit is selected, the ground controller in charge is handed over from tower control to ground control. In this case, select A10, which is the closest exit. So you see that? That's where the aircraft's going to pull off the runway.
Japan Sky 1623 down right Alpha 10 contact ground 121.5.
Turn right Alpha 10 contact ground 121.5 Japan Sky 1623. Tokyo ground Japan Sky 1623 on your frequency.
You have been handed off to ground control. Now you need to select a spot and a taxiing route. When you select a spot, you will see a spot status by the colour of the pin. Select an available blue spot. Red indicates spot as parked and yellow indicates the spot as reserved. Choose spot 17 and taxiing route A. So spot 17, taxiing route A, which is the shortest anyway.
Japan Sky 1623, Tokyo ground, taxi to spot 17.
Taxi to Sport 17, Japan Sky 1623.
I think that, some of the scenarios and stages are real time as well. Because like in stage 3, when I move on to stage 3, you'll see that when I'm juggling those 5 aircrafts, I've also got 15 minutes to do it in to achieve as many points as I can within the 15-minute slot, and to increase the amount of points that I earn. I think it's based on making sure the aircrafts depart when they're supposed to depart. And from select runways if there's any particular instruction to do so. You arrived at the spot safely. This completes a series for arriving flights. If an aircraft gets too close to other aircrafts on the ground, it will occur head-on, and the game will be over. Now, let's actually control the arriving flights. Press L2. While pressing L2, sorry, you can turn off the non-scenic displays on the screen, so please use it as necessary. Do you wish to continue? Again, I've earned my maximum points, so we'll exit the stage and we'll quickly show you how complicated things soon get in stage 3. This is the kind of game that wouldn't be amiss on the Nintendo Switch as well, and I believe this is available on the Nintendo Switch, as well as the PS4. But I'm playing this on the PS5 through backwards compatibility. There isn't a native PS5 version. So let's try stage 3. So you can see up there, just quickly, you can see that to do this I need to score 9,600. No, sorry, no, ignore me. I don't need to score that at all. That's what my best is, and I've got an A, and I've got 2 stars out of 3. The time limit that I've got on this is 15 minutes. So you'll quickly see. Let's jump in, and you'll quickly see. I've got to land just to the two aircraft that are coming in. I've got to land at least one of them on runway 22 to achieve the bonus challenge. Even though I've done that, I've still not achieved 3 stars on this scenario because it gets quite tricky. And you'll kind of see why. Because they start to overlap, they start to talk, the different aircraft are talking. But you've got to get the conversations out of the way quick because time's ticking. That's how I see it anyway, time is ticking and you've got to get the conversations. And I don't know whether I'm losing points by not tuning into aircraft when they're speaking because I'm already tuned into another aircraft that's being spoken to and having communications.
Tokyo delivery into air 81 Sport 6 request clearance to Fukuoka Airport flight level 170.
So I've got 2 aircraft down here already. That one and this one. So this one has got an exclamation mark saying it's ready for an instruction. So departure approval.
A1 Tokyo delivery cleared to Fukuoka Airport via Inox to departure. Right planned route. Maintain flight level 170. Squawk 2346. Lead back.
Clear to Fukuoka Airport via Inox to departure. Flight plan route. Maintain flight level 170. Squawk 2346 into air.
So in the arrival list now, you'll see that a plane has appeared in the arrival list. I haven't got to interact with it yet because there's no instruction.
Contact ground when ready for pushback.
Roger. Contact ground when ready for pushback into air 8143. Leaving Tokyo ground into air 81. Request pushback.
Enter air Tokyo ground, pushback approved, heading north, runway 16 right.
Pushback approved. Runway 16 right into air. Heading 1 spot 72. Request clearance to Naha Airport. Price level 200.
Air Sonic 9996 Tokyo delivery cleared to Naha.
So now giving instruction for this to say this can depart, but I need to quickly give instructions to that to run to runway 22. And that's for the bonus challenge.
Runway 22, heading 190, vector to final approach, descend and landing 9000.
See how there's two communications going on there?
Air Sonic 9996.
Air Sonic 9996 lead back is correct. Contact ground when ready for pushback.
Roger. Contact ground when ready for pushback. Air Sonic 9996. Tokyo ground. Air Sonic 9996. Request pushback.
Air Sonic 9996 Tokyo ground, pushback approved, heading east, runway 16 left.
Pushback approved. Runway 16 left. Air Sonic.
Another flight coming in now. So let's command that to go on to runway 23.
Japan Sky 48 Tokyo approach, runway 23, heading 190, vector to
Let's approve taxiing for that flight.
Taxi to runway 16 right.
Maintain course.
1543, continue approach.
Roger. Continue approach. Grid bar 154.
So if I zoom out here, got 10 minutes remaining, you'll see this one is starting to taxi. That one there is the other one that's going to back up. And that's going to start taxiing any second and go on to the other runway, which is over that side. And there are those flights that are coming in. So GBA 1543 is landing at that runway up there for the bonus challenge, and JSL48 is landing at that runway. That's just behind that building towards my left.
Tokyo ground. Air Sonic 9996. Request taxi.
The size of that aircraft there compared to the one I'm in. My God.
Tokyo delivery. Nippon Air 758.
Air Sonic 9996 taxi to runway 16 left.
Japan Sky 48, continue approach.
16 left. Air Sonic 9996.
Then I've got a third flight wanting to take off. And you can see, top of the screen, there's a time ticking down. And I've only got just under 10 minutes left to get all these flights off the ground to score as many points as I can and land one aircraft on runway 22.
To Chuba International Airport. Via Linux to departure. White Brown Road. Maintain flight
Tell it to increase speed.
3372. Nippon Air 758.
Nippon Air 758 lead back is correct. Contact ground when ready for
So just behind me, I think there might be an aircraft taxiing.
Roger.
Yeah, there you go.
Ground when ready.
That's the other one that I've sent to taxi. So I'm going to send this one to take off at the same runway and taxi just behind that one.
Request pushback.
So I'm going to have him go there.
Nippon Air
There you go.
758 Tokyo ground, pushback approved, heading west,
Japan Sky
runway 16 left.
48, increase speed to 225.
Pushback approved. Runway 16 left. Nippon Air 758.
So I can get him to take off.
1, contact tower 118 decimal 7.
Contact tower 118.
He's ready coming in for land.
1543, cleared for LDN, exit, runway 22, approach, contact tower 118 decimal 7.
Ready for departure. Cleared for LDA, X-ray, runway 22, approach. Contest tower.
Interior A1, wing 060.
Takeoff approval for him.
Runway 16 right, clear for takeoff.
Wind 0603, runway 26 right, clear for into air, 81. Tokyo Tower, grid bird 1543, approaching final 40, Japan sky 48.
Landing approval for him.
Tokyo Tower, wing 060 at 3, clear to ground, runway 22.
Clear to land, runway 22, grid bird 1543.
Got just over 5 minutes left.
Tokyo ground, Nippon Air 758, request taxi.
Nippon Air 758. Taxi to runway 16 left.
Taxi to runway 16 left, Nippon Air 758.
Japan sky 48, clear for LDA, taxi, runway 23.
Pushing it for time again here.
Tower 11.8 7.
Clear for LDA, X-ray, runway 23, approach, contact tower 118.7, Japan sky 4.
Air Sonic 996. Contact tower 118.7.
He's ready, coming in for land. And so is he. Let's see what I mean about how this is only stage 3 and I'm already juggling 5 aircraft.
Interior A1, contact Tokyo departure 120
There you go, that's the bonus challenge done.
Contact Tokyo departure into air 81, good day.
Today,
Tokyo Tower, Airsonik, Dyno 6, ready for departure.
He's ready coming in as well.
Red Bird 1103, tower left, Bravo 4, contact the ground 121.5.
He needs to hurry up because that other aircraft's coming up.
6,000 contact around 121.5, grid bird 1543.
Air Sonic 993,
On your frequency.
3, runway 16 left, clear for takeoff.
Wind 0603, runway 16 right, clear for takeoff. Airsonik, Dyno 6.
Spot 106.
Taxi to spot 10.
2 minutes left, come on.
1543.
Inter-air 81, Tokyo departure. Radar contact. Fly heading 2804 vector to Inox. Comply with destination.
1 minute remaining, come on. Come on. Let's get some more points for getting an aircraft on the ground. Now left himself much runway there, has he?
Japan Sky 08, tower right, Delta Pfeiffer, contact the ground 121.5.
Turn right, Delta 5, contact ground
He's taking off.
15, Japan sky 48. Tokyo ground.
Done. Still got a rank A, I've still not got an S. So the replay value of this game is going to come in trying to strive to get those perfect S ranks. And also, did I get 3 stars? No, still 2 stars. So there's something I'm not quite getting the balance right there to get my score increased to get the 3 stars and get the S rank. but you can see how quickly things start to get a little bit complicated. So yeah, you've got to get your brain in gear and think about how can I speed these processes up to get the aircraft off the ground quicker. Is there a quicker way of getting, is there a faster route of getting the aircraft off the ground in terms of the getting to the nearest runway, the taxiing route, and so on? And what about speeding the aircraft up in the air? What about getting their speed up completely so that they get on the ground quicker? But yeah, I'm very I think I'm almost decided on this that I'm gonna nip out this afternoon because I've got something that I need to do, and I'm gonna pick up some cheap credit for this, and I think I'm gonna pick this up whilst it's in the sale because it's just over £25 at the moment on sale. Normally £36.99, but it's one of them games now that now I've played it a bit more and I haven't instantly dismissed it, and now I've seen how complicated and how much depth there is to it. I'm quite intrigued by it, and I can feel myself getting a little bit obsessed with striving to get those S ranks. But I'm gonna leave the video here for now. For this video, I'm gonna end it there. I'm gonna thank you for watching the video. Also, give it a thumbs up if you've enjoyed my coverage of this. If there's anything you're not sure about, drop comments or questions in the comment section below, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. It's much appreciated, and also hit the notification bell so you get notified of when I post new content, because I'm a variety channel and I post all kinds of stuff on this channel. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.